Good morning from a very wet and rainy Iceland. We actually had a few things planned today outside. I think one of the things we wanted to do this morning was go down to the Black Sand Beach. We also wanted to go to Dyrholaey. Unfortunately, I think this rain is going to put a damper on a lot of our outdoor activities, but it's pretty heavily raining right now, so I think we're just going to stay in and eat breakfast, and then we might go to a cafe here in a little bit and try to wait out the rain for an hour or two.
We're eating these little yogurts for breakfast. Then I have the strawberry one. I thought mine was vanilla, but it was kind of bitter. It didn't really taste like much. So I put some maple syrup in it because we have some extra maple syrup from our waffles the other day. How's your strawberry?
It's good.
Good? Is it sweet?
Mm-hmm.
Need some maple syrup?
No. I think people are going to think you're insane for putting maple syrup
That's
in your...
probably true.
They're going to be like, why? You just bought maple syrup to put in your yogurt?
No, I bought it for waffles, but we have extra, and I thought I'd spice it up a little bit with some maple syrup.
And
it works.
I also love how the fact that I have spoons over there, and yet I'm using their like little miniature one. I'm just making my life hard for no reason.
All about the experience.
Yeah, I don't know. It's interesting.
The toll zone is at the end.
This place is quite cool, but it got really busy really quickly. It got so busy, so if you want to come here, you should probably be here right at 9 when they open. Just a recommendation. That got busy insanely quickly.
Oh my gosh, there was like one other couple, and then all of a sudden, like, everybody in town just like flocked here. And there are more people on that bus than I like.
There's probably 20 people, maybe even 30.
Yeah.
It got busy really
Look
quick.
how pretty this drink is. So their whole thing is like unique drinks and like putting twists on like normal drink, like the normal cafe drinks. So this is a pumpkin party or pumpkin spice latte with lots of cream, lots of spice, and some marshmallows on top. This is so good. Oh my gosh. Wow. This is the best pumpkin spice latte I've ever had. And these are beans that they roasted themselves. There was a whole section with like beans that they did not roast, but there was a section of the drinks that are made with beans that they've roasted themselves, and this was one of those drinks. That's why I got this. So
you see how that like smokestack moves with the exhaust, like with the wind? That's really neat. I want one of those.
we didn't film that. We just went into this like little lava cafe because it's more of like a tourist, like a lot of the tour buses like stop there and all that, so we really didn't want to film it because it wasn't anything special. But Ben got Belgian waffles, and he loves Belgian waffles, for those of you who don't know Ben.
Love Belgian waffles.
And he said that these are the closest that he's found outside of Belgium. So
These
if
are
you are
legit.
in Iceland and in Vik, and you want Belgian waffles, go to the Lava Cafe. They'll put like toppings on them and stuff too, but Ben likes it plain. So yeah, little pro tip.
But they're very good. And they have that little sugar crystal stuff that's like in the middle. So
they're Liège waffles.
they're Liège waffles. Very close.
Nice. Okay. Back to the hotel. We are gonna go try to see some sights. I think the first thing we're gonna go see is the Dyrholaey lighthouse. Dyrholaey lighthouse. It's like a cliffside lighthouse with like some rock arches. Should be really pretty. And then yeah, it's still raining. Hopefully some Chinese food for lunch. That'll be yummy. We're inside of a cave here on the beach. You can't actually see the water because it's still way too foggy. But I figured this would be a good place to come because you don't really need to be far away to see it. You have to get up close. So we're the only ones here right now, but I think I hear someone else driving us. It's a quick stop, not too far from Vic, so if you have time, stop by, see it. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, one thing to note though is you will definitely need a 4x4 vehicle. So if you're like in a small economy vehicle or something that's like only two-wheel drive, I don't know if I'd recommend coming out here, especially when the rain falls. The soil gets pretty soft, so just something to think about if you're going to rent a vehicle. I would probably recommend just about anywhere in Iceland just to go ahead and rent a 4x4 vehicle if you're coming, even if you're not planning on taking F roads.
Don't park in front of the cave entrance because you'll ruin your pictures.
True story.
Park off to the side. Alright, so we're headed out to Dyrholaey round 2. It just got sunny out as soon as we got back to the hotel. And so we're gonna rush out there, see if we can get some cool shots before the weather turns for the worse again. So this might be the last thing we do today, but I'm glad we're going back out to do it. Knocking me all over the place. Zero possibility of getting shot. Came down to another lookout on Dyrholaey, and it's still very windy, but we're gonna see what we can see. Yeah, so we're gonna walk around, see some more sights.
Dyrholaey is absolutely incredible. I think there's a lot of things here that people don't realize are here. If you go just up to the top of Dyrholaey, I think you can see down onto the top of the arch and like part of where the arch touches the water, especially at high tide. But if you're interested, you can actually come down from the top of the mountain and make a right, and then you can come over to this little parking lot. There's also a little bathroom over here. But this whole area, I think it's like, I'll say it's a little bit better in my opinion, only because there's like a lot more to do down here. It's not as busy as the top, at least when we were here, it's not as busy as the top. And like the views are just as good. I feel like you get a sense of the scale of everything when you're down on the same level as it. Alrighty, so that is it for today's vlog. I know that it started out a little bit rough, but I think we actually made something of today's vlog. The weather actually kind of cleared up in the afternoon, which was really nice. And I think we went to that top of that Dyrholaey, I think is what it's called. And that was pretty good. So highly, highly recommend that, especially if it's a clear day. If it's a foggy day, maybe just skip it, wait for the weather to clear. But other than that, we had a pretty good time today. I don't think that we're going to vlog tomorrow because we have a long drive back to Reykjavik. And then we might stop and do like 1 or 2 things on the way back. But unless they're really interesting, I don't think we'll be vlogging tomorrow. So this will probably be the last video in our Iceland series. Don't know what we have planned for our next series, but definitely stay tuned and subscribe to us if you're interested in following our travels or maybe even our like tech reviews or tech videos. Much appreciated. I think that's it for now, and have a good rest of your day. I also kind of realized that that might have not been in focus. Well, I think it was in focus. It might have just been like really zoomed in and intense. It's probably not that good.
Nope.
Okay.
You don't stir in your toppings?
No. I want them to be crispy.
Are you a serial killer?
No. I want these toppings are supposed to be crispy. I want them to be
I
crispy.
stirred mine in.
I just stir the top like little layer in, but that's it.
I want them evenly distributed so I get some toppings in every bite. Did I just kill you into stirring?
Yeah, you did. Thanks.
Peer pressure. Do you think if I get a picture it'll look foggy or bad? Probably bad.
Yeah, it's probably just gonna be